When your brain's immune cells say, no more exercise, it might sound like the start of a bad joke, but it's actually one of the most fascinating discoveries in Alzheimer's research in decades. Inside your brain, microglia act like tiny, tireless personal trainers for neurons. They patrol the neural landscape, clean up misfolded proteins, remove dead cells, and make sure everything is running efficiently. In other words, they are the brain's fitness coaches, constantly in motion to keep the whole system in shape. But when Alzheimer's starts creeping in, these cells begin to overeat, metaphorically speaking, and end up so overloaded with fat that they throw up their tiny hands and stop working. It's as if the marathoners of your mind suddenly plopped down on the couch, claiming the treadmill is too much effort. The problem begins with free fatty acids, the kind of molecular fuel microglia usually burn to keep themselves energized. Normally, this process is perfectly healthy. They metabolize fat to power their cleaning routines. But in the presence of amyloid beta, the protein that forms Alzheimer's plaques, microglia start converting these fatty acids into storage fat, triacylglycerol, and gradually fill up with lipid droplets. As the fat accumulates, the cells become sluggish, less capable of eating plaques, and much less able to maintain the brain's delicate balance. Images from Alzheimer's brains reveal microglia near plaques brimming with fat, with their cleanup efficiency reduced by roughly 40%. In short, they've stopped exercising, and the brain's housekeeping suffers as a result. Here's where the story becomes encouraging rather than hopeless. Researchers at Purdue University traced this fat-induced dysfunction to an enzyme called DGAT2, which acts like an overzealous chef in the cell kitchen, producing fat nonstop. Under normal conditions, DGAT2 is carefully regulated, but in Alzheimer's brains, it lingers far too long, cranking out lipid droplets that immobilize microglia. The exciting discovery is that this process is reversible. When scientists blocked DGAT2 or accelerated its degradation, the microglia shed their fat, regained mobility, and resumed cleaning plaques efficiently. Suddenly, the brain's immune system was back in action, restoring order and improving markers of neuronal health. It was as if the exhausted personal trainer finally had a boost of energy and ran laps around the gym again, clearing out all the accumulated clutter. This research changes the way we think about Alzheimer's in a profound way. For decades, most treatments targeted the plaques themselves, hoping to remove them before they caused too much damage. Now, the focus is shifting to the microglia, the cells that do the cleaning. Instead of attacking the symptom, we can restore the natural defense system of the brain. The implication is hopeful. We may not need to erase every plaque to see results. If microglia can regain their strength and stay metabolically fit, they can handle the cleanup themselves, potentially slowing or even preventing disease progression. The optimism extends beyond Alzheimer's. Lipid droplet accumulation is also observed in normal aging and in other neurodegenerative conditions, which suggests the strategy could help maintain cognitive health broadly. By keeping microglia in fat-burning, active mode, we could preserve memory, thinking skills, and brain resilience for decades. It's a shift from treating damage after it occurs to empowering the brain's own cells to protect themselves early on. There's also a simple, relatable lesson in all of this. Microglia aren't broken or dead. They're just temporarily overstuffed and underpowered, like anyone who has hit the wall after an indulgent weekend. That means we can intervene. Just as a personal trainer might help a couch-bound client return to exercise gradually, science can give microglia the tools to shed excess fat and get back to their job. It's a reminder that even tiny cells, when properly supported, have remarkable capacity for recovery and resilience. So yes, your brain's immune cells may have said no more exercise for now, but that doesn't mean they're lost forever. With the right interventions, we can help them regain their energy, resume their cleanup duties, and protect neurons from further damage. This is a vision of Alzheimer's that's proactive rather than fatalistic, one where balance and metabolism take center stage, and where the brain's own defense system can be re-energized to maintain health and function well into old age. The story of fat-induced microglial dysfunction is not just a cautionary tale. It's a roadmap to a future where memory and cognition can be preserved, and where the brain's tiny trainers are back on the treadmill, keeping the whole system fit.